All right, man. We're back with Minions Opinions, week number 7. Another decent week, man. Went 5-2 in week 6. Bit of a nail biter. We'll say with the Chicago Bears pick. I think they won by 6, but oh man, it did not look good. 90% of that game, and it was just a defensive, gross mud bowl essentially, with little to no
Yeah,
offense
that
happening
was
in
the
that game. I
call,
think we had a
right?
defensive
We
touchdown
said that
by
it'd
the
be
Vikings
interdivisional gross game.
to give us a bit of a heart
Uh,
attack. But
yeah.
I mean, ugly wins, nice wins. All that matters is we win at the end of the day.
That's it. Yeah, we survived. No Justin Fields. We're now on the 31-7 run. We're 31-18 overall. We're way
Right.
back in that winning. We're hitting at 64% now. It's doing really good.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's break down week 6 a little bit before we jump into the picks for week 7. Um, Really, a lot of parity going on this year in the NFL. So we saw 2 undefeated teams lose in the Eagles and the Niners, which was I did not see that coming. Maybe help some of y'all in some of your survivor pools, but we also saw Miami put up another big number. Who are they playing? The Colts? Was it the Colts?
Carolina.
Oh,
Carolina.
Carolina. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the winless Carolina Panthers who were up 14, and then I think Miami ended up rattling off like 40 something straight points.
Yeah.
But then we saw our Bills, man. They did not look good in the Sunday nighter slot. Literally came down to the final play. Could have been a PI call on the hold on Waller there. But just kind of a gruesome offensive showing by the Bills. Defense stood up. They held them and did their job. And the defense looks legit, even with the loss of Milano and Trey White. But man, what's going on with the offense?
Well, what I'm hearing from Bills radio is it's this 11 and 12 formation or personnel. Apparently, the matchup with Miami, Miami was playing a nickel zone, really helped with their 12-man formation with the 2 tight ends. They were able to expose that nickel zone. And now, big problems with the Giants and Jacksonville, who made them run more of their 11 personnel with more receivers on the field. So hopefully teams don't do that and apply this going forward. But man, that really sucks. And we actually could have even skirted by if Bass hit that last second field goal there
Yeah.
before the final drive with the Giants. We would have got the 8 and we actually would have covered.
Yeah, man. So do we feel that Dorsey is not going to be able to adjust to that? Like this is a league of adjustments, right? It's week over week chess match. People figure each other out. You can't just kind of roll the same personnel or design week in week out. What's going on there? You hear anything?
Yeah,
About
people are calling for his head. Here's the biggest thing that's come out this week in Buffalo media is that Bean might not have picked Kincaid, and this is more of a coaching staff pick, Dalton Kincaid, and Dorsey was begging for Kincaid, and then next thing you know, now he's asking for a wide receiver too. So they're saying, no, you're stuck, pal. Do what you got to do. You were supposed to expose the middle of the field. Whatever. We're going to move on. I'm so confident in the Bills. Again, if we look at this, Adrian, the 49ers only put up 17 points at the Browns. The Eagles and lost at the Browns. The Eagles put up 14 and lost at the Jets. Kansas City only put up 19 at home to Denver. So it seems like the offense in this whole bloody league is down this year.
or down this year or down this week? Yeah, it was a funny one.
This whole year, even unders are coming in. Like it's just
Well,
Kansas City.
we also had 70 pointers and a couple 40s.
True, this is true. But if you look at teams like Cincinnati and Kansas City, like they're just Kansas City would be the go-to model, right? They're the Super Bowl champions. They're always in it, and
Yep.
they're skirting by. They've only put up over 30 points in one game against the Chicago Bears at home. That's it. Other than that, they're winning with defense.
Do you think anything played into it around Brian Dable and just the familiarity with Josh Allen? Like we also think of the Giants as like the mini Bills. There's a lot of trading going and inception going on across these 2 different organizations, and of course, Brian Dable ran the offense. Ken Dorsey was quarterbacks coach at that time, and obviously had Josh Allen under his wing. I wonder if that played into it at all.
Yeah, they're saying that. They're saying that there's three things that Daboll really played into that he knows that Allen likes. And it was funny. Bill's Radio was talking about all the interviews this week, and Daboll was just gushing over Allen, like almost like this guy's in love with him. And still,
Yep.
even when they asked him another question, he went back to Allen, being, "You know how good Allen is. This is how good going on." So they said it was a great interview. Just it really shows the admiration Daboll had with Allen and what he thought he could have turned Allen into. And in fact, what he did turn Allen into.
Yeah, I mean, I think some Bills fans this week are wishing that Daboll was still in that seat, but we got what we got, and we will move forward and hopefully.
Oh wait, there was one little hot tidbit. They were talking about an after-game handshake with McDermott and Daboll, which is a little awkward and heated. I didn't know that there was a little bit of drama there, but they were saying that obviously the relationship is fractured and something went on there. But they were talking about all day. I had to run in and see a client before I could hear more of the breaking story. But they were talking about, did anyone catch that weird, awkward handshake? So something's up there.
Okay. Well, maybe we won't be funneling them any more players. But anyway, let's get on to week 7, man. What are we taking for the pick of the week?
Okay, we're going back to these Bills after we just talked about them. They are traveling to New England. They love crushing this bloody team. It's kind of like McDermott and Allen have a real hate on for New England. They beat their ass all the time. They more than easily cover the spread. They don't just cover, they beat this team by touchdowns. And they keep throttling them over and over and going for kills, making Belichick look bad. Okay. Right now, we're catching Buffalo from a 9.5 down to a 2.5, or even a 9 on our book down to a 2. I'll play this all day. I don't love Buffalo to go in and crush them, but I love them to go in and win by a field goal. We have no problem here. Buffalo gets right. They get healthy going into Foxborough and beat the Patriots. That's our play of the week.
I like it, man. I just don't see how the Patriots keep it close. They are struggling to put anything on the board, man. I think they're putting 0s and 3s in the last couple of games. So, I mean, if we can put
I saw a great set that the Red Sox, who've played one game in October, have scored more runs, 6 runs, than New England has in points in all of October. That's so great. Yeah.
Okay, I like it a lot, man. I can't see. I think the Bills get back on track with the offense. They got a point to prove. I mean, they're probably hearing it all week. Even though they came out with an ugly win, a win still counts, but they're probably hearing it. They're better than that, and no better team to tee up against than the rival of the Patriots. So let's do it. Who are we pairing it with?
Okay, team, here we go. Again, Buffalo Bills is your 7-point teaser right across the board. First game, we're going with Seattle. We are taking them from a -6 to a +1. They're at home to Arizona. They got to get this done. This is Seattle's last hope. They got it. If they want to maintain and stay in that NFC West in the playoff division, you got to beat Arizona at home. Please get it done. This game is no problem. Next game, we are taking Pittsburgh. They're at the LA Rams. We're taking them from a +3 to a +10. No problem. Defense plays. Remember, I told this team to you before, team, that defense travels with this team. This defense will travel well. They'll keep this game within 10 points. Next, we're going Green Bay at Denver, taking them from a +1 up to a +8. I love this gross, dirty game. Both these teams suck. It'll stay within 8 points either way. Next game, we are going to New Orleans. It is the Thursday night team. We have a banged up Trevor Lawrence. I feel that New Orleans at that -1, we get them up to a +6. I feel New Orleans wins this game straight up. I feel confident getting +6 as well. We're going to Tampa Bay. This is one that Adrian likes too. Reminded me of this. I looked more into it. I like taking them from the -2.5 at home to Atlanta up to a +4.5. This is a show-me game for Tampa Bay. They need to get it done. Finally, we are taking Miami. I hate Miami, but we're taking it from a +2 to a +9 in Philadelphia. It's the Sunday nighter, folks. This is our game. So we are going, again, one more. Detroit. We are taking Buffalo and Detroit from a +3 up to a +10 in Baltimore. So our final plays, Buffalo, Detroit, Buffalo, Seattle, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Green Bay, Buffalo, New Orleans, Buffalo, Tampa Bay, and Buffalo, Miami. 7 plays.
Awesome, man. Love it. All right. That's week 7 picks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook. You know where to get it. All right, man. Let's do it.
All right. Good.